the Qualtrics survey report looks like. So it breaks down each individual question. So far we have 10 results. We have 10 people that have taken the survey so far.
Okay.
So it first does a table. So this just shows how many years they've owned one. So between 1, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then it goes down and it already does some statistical measures, just comparing that question to itself. And then this just tells you the percentage of responses for each answer. And then for this is question 2. So this is them ranking it in order. And I think that this bar graph is a little bit hard to read just because it's so large, so long, and then the results aren't down until the middle. But if you scroll down, it breaks it down in a little bit easier table to read. So it shows the responses, the number of responses for each answer. So 3 people use a smartphone for social media purposes as their top reason. And then you can see the different numbers next to each one and how they ranked.
I think I was able to set up get my Qualtrics account working. And could you tell me again how to access the survey? I've got the page open.
You use the link that she sent you.
Yeah, just click on the link I sent you again. So Qualtrics already calculates the min, the max, the mean, the standard deviation, the variance, but that's just within each question. That's not comparing questions. So it took that work out for us. We have that already done.
But then we'll have to put in all that data to be able to compare it to each other?
Yes, yes. So I've been looking at it periodically as the results come in, and the biggest, the one thing that I'm noticing that's more prevalent than any other responses is that everyone feels that the smartphone use of other people hinders their relationships with them, but only 2 people said that their smartphone use affected their relationships with others, but it was only a very little amount.
Okay.
So there's a lot of finger pointing when it comes to who is. I'm trying to get down to that one.
So sorry to be a little bit difficult. I don't see a link. I've got your email that you sent, but it just shows me your email address, or like the link is your BYU address. Otherwise, it says to sign up for a new account or log in.
That's the link.
And when I logged in, then I get this. I don't know if you can see. Research core. Are you able to see my screen, Jennifer?
Yeah, I can. I've just never. Oh, I haven't seen that screen before, so.
So here's the email that you sent me. And then I went to log in. I did. And then it takes me straight to.
I think it's because she shared it with your Gmail and not your BYUI one.
Okay, so let me go back and do that then.
Okay.
So yours is hirec@byu.edu?
Yes.
Can you also share that with my BYUI email?
Yeah, just one second.
In the meantime, though, can we go into the variables that we're going to be implementing into the table?
I'm not sure what they are yet.
So basically, Claire, it's probably going to just be the questions that we asked. So comparing how many years they've owned a smartphone to maybe how they communicate with their family, and then do another table, how they communicate with their friends. So basically, it's just going to be taking one question and comparing it to each one of the questions. And we'll have a table like that.
On our
for each
survey,
one.
survey questions to each other.
Yes.
Okay, so to be clear, we're going to be doing a table for each question.
I think it would be easier to recognize correlations if we do it that way.
Okay, so then for each question, how about everyone just picks a question? Does that work?
Yeah, we can do that.
Let's get back. It shouldn't be that hard to do these tables since we have the it basically already done for us in Excel. We just have to input the the data.
Will you guys let me know if you got the links?
I'm looking for it, but it hasn't come through yet. Okay, so we're using an ANOVA test, right? But that is the only way to do that through SPSS.
What?
I thought
we should be able to do an ANOVA test through Excel.
Excel as well.
It's the Quantitative Inference Procedures Excel doc.
the one that she sent us.
Yes, it has everything set up that you need to do. You just put variable A, variable B, variable C, variable D. It's all set up, and then you just put it in, and it gives you your answers.
And we want to use the ANOVA for every question that we're basing against each other.
Can you repeat your question?
You guys say that you wanted to use the ANOVA test, and we're testing every question against each other.
Yes.
We'll have to test each question against each other so that we can find correlation, because we don't really have
And we're doing that with a NOVA test.
Yes.
And Claire said it was the quantitative inference. I'm opening up that one, that sheet that she gave us.
How many questions are in the survey again? 18?
18, but the last one is open-ended, and so far no one has left any information on that.
And there's how many people in our group? 5? So we all each have to do like 3 tables, and one of us just has to do 1 more.
Well, we're not going to need to compare the demographic data against itself.
True.
So we don't have to compare how old they are versus their gender. Unless anyone else feels like that's necessary.
So for the test, just so I can clarify, so like I can't open up the questions or no, I can. Let me go to one of our old Google Docs. Hold on.
I still haven't gotten anything, Jennifer.
Okay, so for
I had to refresh inside being logged in. I didn't even have to click on anything.
I hit refresh, but
so for our like ANOVA tests, so for instance, we're gonna test how long have you owned a smartphone against rank and order of importance, like from 1 against number 2.
Yeah, 1 against number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12.
So number 1 against 2 through 12, questions 2 through 12.
Actually, it would probably be 2 through 18, but we just won't need to do a separate table with the demographic information being the independent variables. We just need to test those as being the dependent variables.
Test demographics as being the dependent.
Is that right? I always get those mixed up. Dependent and independent. Did I say that right?
I just wrote it down. The dependent is what's supposed to change based on how the independent interacts. Yeah, the item that changes in a statistical test based on changes in the test variable, which is the independent variable. So wouldn't demographics be the independent, because demographics wouldn't change, would they?
Okay. It's freezing. Can you guys hear me?
Yay!
Yay!
Sorry. Hello. I'm so sorry, you guys. My daughter was signed up for a cheer camp, and my son was signed up for soccer, and I was gonna drop and hop on, and then cheer camp basically kicked us out. And
oh man,
I had to re-register her for a different time because it was full, and it was just like a big mess, and I couldn't get to my phone until now. I'm so sorry. I don't know why I do this to myself, signing myself up for a million camps. Anyway, hi, I'm here, and I'll try to catch up with everything you guys are doing.
Okay, we're looking at doing ANOVA tests for our survey questions.
Okay.
Jennifer was just saying that we would need to test number 1 against questions 2 through 18.
Okay. I feel like this is the week that I'm going to be the worst because I am horrible with this kind of stuff.
Okay, so then, sorry, we're going to be doing question 2 against questions
1
through 18, except we're skipping, obviously, question 2.
Right, and we really could just skip question 1 because question 1 was compared to question 2 in its own table.
So 3 through 18.
Unless we need to go ahead and include that just because it's going to be a different variable type. We're switching it from being dependent to independent.
I'm just trying to write up everything so that no one is confused.
Good luck with that, Claire.
Jennifer, would you mind my BYU item?
She did. I didn't get it either.
Do you just have to log in and be able to access it?
Well, I'm looking at my BYU email. I don't have anything new.
No, log into Qualtrics and see if there's a survey there that you can view.
The problem is it sends me to that obscure spot every time I
It's there for me. It's there for me now, so.
So, Michelle, I need your BYU email.
What was that?
I need your BYU email.
Oh, okay. Let me see what it is.
Well, if you're driving, don't worry about it. Just text it to me later.
Okay, I'll do that. I'm so used to using my Gmail, I forget what it.
And then I'm going to send you a website that you'll need to go in and create a Qualtrics account using your BYU credentials.
Okay.
If you haven't used Qualtrics before.
Correct.
It's been a while. I'll have to see whether it's already in there or not. Yeah. We're gonna come back though, okay?
I was able to get into my survey library, but I don't see anything in there.
If you go in the bubbles, there should be something. I click on the bubbles and then it shows all projects shared with me.
You say bubbles, you mean those colorful circles?
Yeah.
Yeah, on the top left.
It just keeps shooting me to that dumb.
Okay, so I've written up what you're basically supposed to do. You're supposed to take every question and put it against all of the other questions. I'm describing it in the lesson 10 application. And it should be pretty easy because, like I said, all you use is the Excel document. Is there anything else that we need to go over for this meeting?
We just need to decide how we're going to come together to complete the lesson 10 application. because it's more than just doing the calculations. We have to actually determine, we have to interpret the results and do a write-up.
Okay, and also can somebody just like re-verify that I'm doing the question, like the question 1 against all of the questions, so 2 through 18. Can someone just
Correct.
verify that that is correct?
Yes.
Okay, I just want to make sure that I'm also getting it, but that other people are getting it, and I'm not confusing anyone.
So for our next meeting, if I'm in Texas, that means I might be the same time with you, Jennifer.
You're breaking up. I can't hear you.
I don't know why. How about now?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. If I'm in Texas, would that mean I'm at the same time as you?
Yes.
You guys would like to meet? We could do Wednesday morning. I won't be in a car.
This Wednesday?
Following Wednesday.
Isn't that 4th of July?
That's 4th of July.
It is.
Yeah.
Would you guys be willing to meet on a Tuesday, or does that be impossible?
The only problem with delaying the meeting is that this is due 4th of July.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, dang, that's a bummer.
And
it's not going to be an assignment that we can just spend an hour or two on. It's going to be a huge chunk of time. So I hope everyone is prepared to devote a good 6 hours at least just towards completing this assignment.
So we maybe want to get going with it like
as soon as the survey ends.
Michelle, you missed the beginning of the meeting. Charlotte's not going to meet on Monday.
Okay.
I can meet on Saturday if we need to make that work. I know that's a bummer. I don't really want to do that. But if that's the only time that we can do that, I will make it work. But I also don't, I want what we're doing in that meeting to be clear. I don't want it to be all over the place. I want to get in, do what we got to do, and then like be done kind of a thing.
So in order to make that happen, Claire, it's going to need to be later in the day because the survey doesn't close until midnight. And so none of us will have the results we need to do our calculations until then. So everyone will need to have their calculations done prior to that meeting so that we can compare the data. We can interpret that data.
So Monday the 2nd is a no-go?
So Saturday we would want to meet, like, let's say 5 p.m. or whenever you guys put your kids to bed, if that's easy for everyone.
Well,
Then
I can kind of
if we did that, then we would all want to have our tables completed, correct?
Yes.
And compiled into a document.
I am gone on Saturday. Trying to see what. So Monday, so July 2nd we're not meeting then. Is that correct?
Oh, we can. It would just be without Sarah or Charlotte.
Oh, without Sarah.
And I'm okay with meeting on Monday because I think we will need to.
Okay. I can do Monday. I'm just gone on Saturday. It's my husband's birthday and we're out of town.
So then Jennifer and Zoe, do you guys just want to not meet on Saturday and just keep it Monday? And Charlotte?
That's fine.
Okay. So everyone has to have their stuff done by Monday.
Yes.
And then Charlotte, if you can have your things done before you go out of town and then just have it all contributed by Monday.
Yes.
And now we just need to decide who's going to do what.
Okay. So everyone is going to make a table though.
Oh, everyone's going to make a few tables.
Yes. Okay. And I divided the work up like I did 18 divided by 5, and that each gives us 3 tables each, if we want to make this fair. Or there have been some people in the group who've done a lot of work, so it's time to give them a break. And I think some of us should and can pick up some more tables, if possible. I can do 4 tables.
I'm fine doing an even amount. It doesn't.
Okay. I'll take questions 1 through 3. Who wants questions 4 through 6?
I'll take 4 through 6. So don't get mad at me if I don't understand exactly what I'm trying to do. If I do 4 through 6, I'm comparing those to 1, but at the same time in the same table.
You're creating a table for question 4, 1 table for question 4, and you're comparing that to all questions 5 through 18, the answers from those questions. Then you're going to make a table for question 5, and you're going to compare all those to 6 through 18.
Okay, and lose it out.
Do you get it?
Yep.
And that's correct, right? You guys, that's what we're supposed to be doing?
Yes.
Okay. Who's doing 7 through 9?
I can do 7 through 9 too.
We're going to do them evenly.
Okay.
Yeah, I can do 7 through 9, whatever. I'm good with any of them.
Okay, 10 through 12.
I'll take those.
A shopping cart.
That's weird.
And I'll do all the demographic ones because those are pretty simple.
So that's the questions 13 through
17.
17. Those are all demographics, correct?
Yes.
Okay, I just want to make sure that you aren't doing regular questions. Okay, and who's gonna do the write-up, or who wants to? I think Jennifer's done a lot of the write-ups, so maybe we can have Jennifer just be one of the people that looks it over, reads it out loud, kind of a thing.
I can do it.
Who said that?
Charlotte, I can do it.
Wait, but you're not going to have access to your computer on Monday. You're going to be in the car.
That's true. Want it done Monday, or I could do it Tuesday?
That's I'm just concerned about the time frame with it being due Wednesday being a holiday. If we want this reviewed by Sister Suker, we have to have it turned in by, I think it's Monday night.
Oh, I didn't know she did a review of this one. But I understand if that's what you're trying to aim for.
I can attempt to do it. I'm not good at writing. I could try, but I'm really not the best. And I have multiple group assignments that are due this week and next week with the other classes. So I can, and I'm like the leader in those because no one else in those groups do anything. So I can try, but I would need some help.
I can work with you on it, Claire.
Okay. I just, when it comes to writing, I just need like a set, like, okay, this is what we're going for. So hopefully she provides some examples of what she wants it to look like. And then I can usually do pretty good.
I want my apricot.
Michelle, did you forward the response from the IRB to Sister Suker that you received, stating that our survey was permissible?
Crossing guard.
Hey, sorry, I keep losing you guys. Can you hear me?
We can, but it sounds like you're a stroke victim.
You okay there? Oh.
I guess we lost her.
I will double check her and make sure that that is submitted.
Okay, because we don't get credit for lesson 8 until she receives that.
Right.
Zoe, do you want to work with me on the write-up if you can?
Sure. I can do that.
Okay, and then we'll have Jennifer just review it. Does that work?
Sounds good.
Sounds good. All right.
And then what are some like, so the write-up, we would want to write up like like something for after each question, correct?
Right. We've got to summarize the results.
I'm just going to write that in the Google Doc just so that I can remember.
There we go.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, I feel like I'm on that commercial. Hi. Okay, I'm sorry. I heard a lot of cutting out stuff. So.
Okay. Michelle, do you also want to help Zoe and I with the write-up, which is basically we're going to be summarizing each result?
Sure.
Okay. So and then Jennifer will review those like our write-ups, like read it out loud, kind of go through. So on Monday for our meeting, we're gonna want to have our
Hey, Emmy, go downstairs to the basement and make sure it's dry. Look in the storage area and there's no water. Just because we've had a lot of rain and I haven't checked the sump pump yet this morning.
So for Monday's group meeting, we are going to want to have our tables completed. Start working on the summaries for the tables. And I know, Michelle, you said that you're going to be out of town on Saturday, but Zoe and I, maybe even just I, can start working on those Saturday and Sunday.
Well, I think we're all supposed to do that. The survey information.
What did you say, Charlotte?
I'm going to be looking at results on Saturday. I'm doing most of my work.
Yeah, but for the write-ups of the stuff, that's what Zoe, Michelle.
Well, I think you're the one doing the tables that you can put in the information that you see.
Okay, so
I don't think that we should be the ones
do...
singularly putting up the summary because the results
so then
are there.
everyone just summarizes their table. So then the write-up is just a big thing about what we conclude.
Condensing the information and taking out the important stuff.
Hey, Leffler. Did you go down and check?
Good.
Okay. Okay, we'll have lunch.
Okay, and then we can just condense all the information and write up on Monday. Does that sound good, Zoe and Michelle?
Yeah.
Okay. Does everyone feel okay with what they're doing?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, you do have a song.
All right. You good to stop the broadcast?
Does anyone have any questions, comments, concerns?
Okay. Next meeting will be July 2nd at 10 a.m. Mountain Time.
Yep.
Okay.
Awesome. Thanks, everyone. Have a good rest of your week.
Yeah, thanks, you too.